And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, today we're taking a look at an expansion for Good Cop, Bad Cop, which is called Good Cop, Bad Cop, Bombers and Traitors. This is the special version, the second edition of Good Cop, Bad Cop from Overworld Games. I like it very much. Very much was a fan of this game, so I was looking forward to seeing what else they added to it. So let's get to it. Okay, the first thing that you do in this game is see this. This is the deck from the original game that has honest and crooked cops and the agent, and you get rid of that. You don't need that anymore. You have a whole new deck. Why do you have this new deck? Well, I'm pretty sure it's because there is now Kickstarter backer artwork in it so that these people have a chance to have their faces in the game. But also, you'll notice at the top of the cards, there are knife and or bomb icons on these, sometimes both. So, for example, this pleasant person here, it has a knife and a bomb. Now, in the normal game, when you get 3 cards, those 3 cards are going to determine whether you're honest or crooked. Like here, I'm honest. But instead, I'm also going to look at the top corners. If you have 3 icons that are the same, then you are on a new team. Here you are a traitor because I have 3 knives. If you have 3 bombs, you are a suicide bomber. When you're a traitor, you're just a traitor to everybody. So you are on the same team as all the other traitors. If you are alive when the agent or kingpin is eliminated, then you win. So all the traitors will win as long as they stay alive. So they're trying not to get killed. The suicide bomber is trying to get killed. If you have 3 of the bomb icons, you're a suicide bomber, and if you get killed, or if you kill the agent or the kingpin yourself, then you win the game. So traitors can also win if suicide bombers win, and suicide bombers can win if traitors win. They can win together. So either the traitors will win by basically surviving, and the bombers will win by basically dying or killing someone. That's not the only thing this expansion adds. It also adds some more equipment cards. The fingerprint kit, the grenade. The grenade's one I like a lot, where you can give this to another player, and at the end of their turn, they give it to another player, and at the end of that player's turn, they're shot. So it's kind of, you give it to somebody and hope they give it to somebody else. It's kind of bouncing around before it blows someone up. You can swap some cards with a fake ID. You can use this and choose which player, you pick another player to pick where the gun is pointed when someone shoots. Here, when you shoot your own gun, you can just suddenly change your mind and shoot somebody else. That's basically everything the expansion adds. You can easily get rid of the box. Everything fits into the main game quite easily. Okay, so what does this game add? It's kind of weird because first of all, this game adds 5 new equipment cards. Well, that's great. And then it adds role cards, which essentially replace most of 50% of the original game. So this is adding icons to the top corners of the cards. That's it, really, and 5 new equipment cards, which doesn't feel like it warrants being an expansion, really. It's just a little bit of extra stuff. The equipment cards are cool cards, like, don't get me wrong, but these could have been put in a promo pack. So let's take a look at the traitors and bombers. First of all, you gotta be careful. I mean, there's good cops and bad cops. Well, soon, when you start throwing the word suicide bomber around, you gotta be careful where you talk about that and play with that. And it was kind of, it's hard to cheer for yourself when you're being a suicide bomber. Maybe. I don't know. Some people weren't so keen on that. Other than that, though, the traitors and the bombers, they changed the game up a little bit. I mean, it's still, where is the agent and where is the kingpin? But now you're trying to figure out, is someone a traitor? Because if someone's a traitor, then we need to kill them. If someone's a bomber, then we need to not kill them. And so there's some interesting things there. A traitor can say, hey, if you guys are going to shoot me, I might take the bomber out with me. There's some different scenarios that can come up in this. But in essence, it doesn't change the game enough, I think, for this to be any more than a variant maybe for the game. I just wasn't very impressed with this. It's okay. I love Good Cop, Bad Cop. And I didn't think the expansion was bad to play. It was fun. It was interesting. but it doesn't add enough value in my opinion. There's just not a lot in here. A few more item cards, and then cards that replace the originals with obvious Kickstarter. Or again, it's one of those ones you look at it and go, "Nope, those are Kickstarter backers," which takes away from the theme a little bit. You know, before it was like agent, hitman, or mafia or whatever, and I don't know. Now it feels a little less professional, perhaps. So I don't know. It's nice. It's fun. If someone gave this to me, I'd add it to my collection. I just don't know that I would buy it. Dice Tower Judgment, not necessary.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at DicetowerNetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.